Hello, Champions page. Thank you for having me on this Friday. My name is Dani Hopkins, and I am the leader of my team Inspire Tribe, and we are a 2019 elite team for the first time, which is super exciting for us. And I am here today to talk about Team Cup and my top tips that got our Team Cup #1 in the West region last February. So I'm super pumped to be here today. Thank you for tuning in. Make sure to tag some friends so that we can all be on the same page and make February a blowout month. So let's go ahead and get started. First off, what is Team Cup? So for Team Cup, you are going to work together in teams of 5. So you plus 4 other people. You guys work together and you help other people, and you get points by Success Club points, rank advancing, and then registering for Summit. So just so you guys know, if you are already registered for Summit, you're automatically going to get those 2 points, because I know that's a big question. So you get all those points and you win prizes and all that fun stuff. If you want to know more, I'm not going to spend a lot of time on that because I want to give you my top tips. If you want to know more on the prizes and the technicalities, you can go to coachfaq.com and look at FAQ 11051, FAQ 11051. So you guys need to get your teams together because registration closes January 31st. So that is 7 days away, including today. If you are on a Team Cup team already and you're registered, comment below your team name and tag your peeps. And then if you are not registered for a Team Cup yet, like I said, you need to find 4 other people, only 2 lifetime diamonds per team, and go in your team page, make a post, go in your upline team page, make a post. And if you can't find anybody in those 2 places, then come here to the Champions page and make a post that you need a Team Cup team and group together and work together. So something I want to say about Team Cup and why it excites me is because, well, as human beings, we just like to stay in our comfort zone, right? It's comfortable, but you can't always just stay there and feel good. And we know that our goals can't always be met by staying there. So Team Cup is exactly what we need to give us the opportunity to stretch ourselves. So something else I love along with being stretched during Team Cup month is working with other people. And so, you know, a lot of this business, you know, we're running our own businesses, we're our own CEOs. And for Team Cup, I always love the friendships that I built because I work closely with 4 other people that maybe I haven't worked closely with before. And not only that, but it gives you an opportunity, whether you feel like you know everything or whether you feel like you know nothing, to learn from the other people that you're working with. So you're going to grow friendships and you're going to grow better as a business person in your business, and you're going to learn a lot. And through that, you're going to help a ton of people. So another thing, one last thing about Team Cup that I love is, personally, in my experience, I work better and I work harder for other people than I do for myself, which is super sad, right? But when I have other people depending on me, I am able to make stuff happen. And if that's the same for you, then you're really going to love Team Cup. So go get registered, actually stay here, and then go get registered. You have 7 days to register. Okay, so like I said, our Team Cup team was #1 in the West region last year. So here are my top Team Cup tips and what we did last year to be the #1 West region team. #1, you guys, hustle. You're gonna have to hustle for 1 month. I mean, you can hustle more months than that, but definitely you're gonna wanna hustle in February. And for the big picture, if you put in the work in February and hustle, then it's gonna make the next few months easier. I'm not saying you're not gonna have to work the next few months, but all of the invites and all of the work you do in February, it's gonna be the compound effect, and planting all those seeds are gonna grow as you water them the next few months. So it's really gonna make the next few months for you easier. So here are some ideas on how you can hustle. The first thing my Team Cup did last year is we did 100 challenges. And so that is a Bree Headley thing, and she's talked about that before here in the Champions page. So later on, use the search function in here and search for 100 challenge. And essentially, you're going to be sitting down and inviting 100 people all at once. We would jump on live on a Zoom and do 100 challenges once a week. Another thing you can do is live action hours with your team. So it doesn't have to be the whole team. So say like you get up and you're ready to go, you need to get your action hour done. You can pop in your group chat and say, hey, can anyone hop on a Zoom right now? I want to do a live action hour. Or you can schedule them. Either way, as many times as you can get working directly with other people on your team, the more success you're going to have. So sure, you can do the 100 challenge and you can do the live action hours, but if you're only doing those 1 or 2 times a week, that's really not going to get you where you want to be. So the most important thing is that you are consistent daily using the new Success Club system daily business activity tracker. So you need to go get this and print this off if you haven't already. And you need to be checking off all the boxes every single day. And on here, it says invite 5 people. Maybe you want to invite 10, maybe you want to invite 15, heck, maybe you want to invite 20 a day. Whatever it is, I would stretch your normal and go above and beyond and hustle in February. As you invite all these people, you're going to have people who say no. You're going to have people who say not right now. You're going to have people who say maybe later. You're going to have people who ghost you. And just remember, don't get upset about it. Some will, some won't. Who cares? Who's next? So keep moving forward and have that mindset. Another mindset I like to have when I'm inviting is if I can help one person, that is amazing. And so those other 15 to 20 that said no to me before this one person said yes and joined my challenge, it means everything to me that I was able to help that one person. So I like to focus on the people that I am able to help and know that I just planted 20 seeds that are gonna come to fruition later. One last thing, another way you can hustle is your marathon follow-ups. So of course, you have all those people from the 100 challenges, you have all those people that you're inviting every single day, but you'll also want to go back in your list or your invites and invite everybody from the last few months who didn't respond to you, or who you left off mid-conversation with, or who you sent a share cart to and they never enrolled, or they ghosted you. So you'll want to follow up with all those people. And as we've heard a million times, the fortune is in the follow-up. So be sure to do marathon follow-ups along with all the other things. Now, the last part of hustling, you guys, the dam will have to break eventually. And this is like, I went back and read our Team Cup chat from last year, and we said this like 100 times in our chat group, because by the middle of the month, we had been working so hard, and we were not anywhere close to the goal we wanted to be, but we had invited so many people. And so we just kept saying, the dam's gonna have to break. So if you think about it, if you have so much water on one side of the dam, eventually it's gonna like overpower it and break, and it's gonna flow through. So if you're inviting so many people, they're just gonna stack up and stack up and stack up. Eventually that dam's gonna break, and you're gonna be able to help a lot of people. So just keep your mind right. The dam will eventually break if you're inviting that many people. So that was all about hustle. Next, I wanna talk about something that worked for us, which were hard invites. And so a hard invite, if you don't know what that is when you straight up invite to your challenge group. The way I personally do my hard invites is I usually have a transformation, and then right on the picture, I will put the name of my challenge group. So for example, Fierce and Fab February, and when the enrollment opens. So I might say Fierce and Fab February, enrollment opens February 1st. And that will be on the picture, like in text on my transformation. And then in the post, I write what the challenge is. So I'll say something like, I'm looking for 10 dedicated women to join my next challenge starting February 1st, or enrollment opens February 1st. We will be doing 20-minute workouts, following a simple meal plan, dense nutrition, support and accountability, fun mini challenges and prizes, whatever your challenge consists of. So drop an email or drop an emoji below, like this post. So give them a few options of how to contact you. So that's what a hard invite is. You want to have a hard invite in your feed and on your stories constantly. And like I said, know your next challenge group start date so you know what you're inviting to, and so that people know that they need to get moving in action now. The reason hard invites are so important, number one, is because people need to know that you are running something that they can join. Because I think that a lot of us think people know what we're doing, but I still to this day have people saying, oh, I didn't realize that I could join your challenge groups. So you need to have those in front of people's faces. The next reason is that when you're doing private invites, if you have a hard invite up on your feed or in your stories, then you can invite, it makes inviting easier behind the scenes, because you say, hey, I don't know if you saw my last post, but would that be something you're interested in? And so then they can go look at that. If you don't have hard invites constantly in your feed, it makes private inviting way harder. Along with those that you put in your feed, you're going to want to invite everybody who likes or comments on it. And so think about it this way. If you only do one hard invite the entire month of February, you're only going to have that one invite of likes and comments to invite from. But if you do it every few days, then you'll have more people who are liking and commenting and more people to invite from the likes and comments. And along with that, I did go to school for business, and I remember learning one time that it takes someone like 20 times of seeing something, and they have to have an emotional reaction to it 8 times in order for them to pull the trigger. So if you're only getting up in front of them one time, it's not going to be as effective as if you're in front of them all, more often throughout the month. I would shoot for, 2 to 3 times a week to have a hard invite. As far as your stories, make sure you're using the gifts that Instagram gives us. Use the polls, use the questions, and invite to your challenge group using those things. Something else you can do with your Instagram stories is invite everybody who views your Instagram stories. So again, if you're not talking about your next challenge group and enrollment and how people can join you, you're not going to have anybody to invite. Because if you're like, oh, I love this dry shampoo that I use on your Instagram story, you can't just go be like, hey, I saw you were watching my stories. Do you want to join my challenge group? There has to be talk of your challenge group and how people can join on your stories. One more tip I have for hard invites, you guys, is to use scarcity. So I love to say things like 3 spots left, enrollment ends tomorrow, limited number of spots available, things like that. This can also be used in follow-ups. So if you have follow-ups from last month, you can say, hey girl, I'm opening my next enrollment my next challenge enrollment opens February 1st. I know you were interested last month and I'd love to give you the first, chance at a spot. Please reply either way because I have other girls who are interested. So that's a great way to follow up. Scarcity is awesome. Okay, so I've talked about hustling. I've talked about using hard invites. And now I'm going to talk about a chat group. This was huge for our Team Cup last year because we literally talked all day, every single day. And this kept our focus on what we were trying to achieve. Where focus goes, energy flows. So if you're not focusing on your chat group and if you're not focusing on your business, you're probably not going to be doing the behaviors that you're supposed to be doing. So the way that we used the chat group is we would share when we sent invites. We would say 20 invites sent, and there was kind of like a friendly competition vibe going on. So if one person did something, the rest of us felt like we needed to match that. So it was super great for keeping each other motivated. We also would get excited when we would send enrollments. We'd say enrollment sent. We would get excited when we, got a new person signed up, and we'd say like Success Club 4. We would get excited when we signed up a new coach. We would get excited when people said no. Like I just had 20 people say no. That means someone's got to say yes soon. That dam's going to break. And then the other like super awesome thing about the chat is that, and this is where the learning comes into account, is that I may be doing something that I've been doing this whole time and someone else may do it differently than me. And then they share like, hey, you guys, this is what I did. This worked really well for me. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I've never considered doing it that way. So then I can try new things. I can try new ways of inviting. I can try new ways of posting because my teammates are going to be sharing what they're doing that's working. So that's a great place to share the new ideas you have and to brainstorm. And a huge thing for us too was, it's not always easy, you guys, doing what we do and inviting and people saying no to us. And so any of us who are struggling, we would just type in there like, you guys, I'm feeling a little defeated. I've invited like 40 people and I haven't been able to help anybody yet. Like what's going on? So then we would troubleshoot like, hey, show us how you're inviting. Hey, show us some posts you've made. Like, let's look at your Instagram. How many follow-ups have you done? And then we would just say, the dam has to break eventually. The dam has to break eventually. And so we would just kind of repeat that and cheer each other on to keep going and keep the positivity and the momentum high. What else did we do? Friendly competition, I already talked about that. If someone is like Success Club 6, and I'm like, okay, girl, I will match you. And then one last thing is that we updated our team point total every night. And so I think I mentioned we were going for the #1 spot. That was on our radar. So every night we would say, okay, this many rank advancements, this many points per person, this is our point total. And then we would compare that with the email they send every Friday that had like the top teams and what their totals were, so we could see if we were on track of reaching our goal of #1 team in the West region. So chat group all day, every day, keep each other up to date with what's going on. My next tip is mindset, and this is huge, you guys. Your thoughts become things. So if you feel like you're not going to be able to reach your goal, or if you feel like you can't do it, or if you feel like no one's going to sign up with you, that's all going to be true. No one will sign up with you and you probably can't do it. But if you are able to shift that mindset, it's natural. You're going to have those thoughts like, I don't know if I could do this. That's a natural thing, but you have to correct it. And you have to say, I can do it. I helped 5 people. If your goal success club 10, I helped 5 people this month and I am a diamond coach. So whatever your goals are, say them as if they were already true. In our team cup chat, we said so many times, we just would type out, we are number 1, we are number 1, we are number 1. So we really were manifesting that. And the crazy thing, we were never on the leaderboards except for the last week. So it's not like we knew we were number 1 the middle of the month. We just believed it and we kept saying it and we kept working for it. And something interesting happens when you manifest something. You work a little bit harder because your mind's like, doesn't want to be a liar. So if you're saying something like, I am a diamond coach, I helped 5 people, your mind doesn't want to lie to itself. So you're going to put in the work to make that come true. And then let's see here. So think and act like you're successful and never doubt that. And something I want to share is that in my very first team cup 4 years ago, maybe 5 years ago, because my 5th anniversary is in March. So 5 years, no, it was 4. Never mind. It was my second team cup. 4 years ago, I was an Emerald coach and I had only ever hit Success Club 10. And I had a goal of Success Club 60 for Team Cup. And I believed it. And I was like, I can help 30 people. I can definitely help 30 people. That's like 1 person a day. I can do it. Sure enough, you guys, to this day, my highest Success Club point ever was Success Club 58 in my Team Cup when I was a brand new coach or just an Emerald coach. So just know that if you believe it, you can achieve it. The last thing I want to share here, you guys, so we've talked about hustling, hard invites, using your chat group, your mindset, and the last is rank advancing. I think that everybody, along with setting their goal of how many people they're going to help in the month, needs to shoot for diamond. If you're not a diamond coach yet, that is your goal for Team Cup month. And I will share my diamond roadmap with you after this call. I'll put it in the files in this page. And the reason you want to shoot for diamond is because if you just shoot for emerald to sign up 2 coaches, maybe you'll do that. But if you shoot for diamond, you're definitely going to get close. If you shoot for the stars or if you shoot for the moon, you'll land in the stars. And by rank advancing, you're getting double the points for Team Cup because you're getting Success Club points as you sign up the new coaches with a challenge pack for them to start their journey. And then also, if you rank advance, you get 3 points for yourself. If you go diamond, that probably means you have 2 new emeralds on your team. And so you get 3 points per personally sponsored coach who rank advance. So you get 3 here, 3 here, 3 for yourself. You just got 9 points for your team by achieving diamond rank, and your business is booming, all from the hard work you put in 1 month. The important thing that I really want to share is that last year at this time, my team was a diamond team. Because of Team Cup and everyone on my team shooting for diamond during Team Cup, that's when we went into 5-star qualification. Because everybody shooting for diamond on my Team Cup was able to achieve that diamond rank, and all those rank advancement points, along with all the people we helped in the month, were able to give us enough points to be the #1 West Region team and skyrocket our team into elite status. So Team Cup can be super powerful if you let it be, you guys. Believe in yourself, set those goals high, get out of your comfort zone, and stretch yourself. To close, I just want to say that not every team needs to be top 10. You don't have to have the same goals, as my team did. But here's what you do need to know. You can reach your goals, whatever they are. So although you don't have to be the tippy top, you should set some stretch goals and you can definitely reach them using all of these tips that I gave you today. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. And like I said, you have 7 days left. Go make your teams and comment below once you have your teams, and I'll be putting that diamond roadmap for you guys to use in the files on this page. Thank you.